Go. Go, little machine. Go. Go. You can do it. Oh.
So yeah, I can, but I don't want to.
I'll pull this out here because it's easier to see, basically. Okay, now we're going to put the bracket down for the frame. And tighten the frame for the motor down. However, it still is going to have to be slightly adjusted back or forth depending on how the motor sits in regards to the belt. But once we get this loosely done, we can tighten it pretty easily, hopefully. There's always got to be one. Make the belt tighter, and closer forward will make it looser. And you want a pretty tight belt. It makes it harder to put the machine back in, of course. Unbelievably, my cream colored shirt is not dirty yet. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wrong one. Tight is up, so loose is down. The reverse threads will get you every time. Too bad I don't have a new blade right now. And like I said before, I believe this is definitely the biggest problem is my shaft here. It's always a problem when you have a gritty shaft. From earlier in the video, I will say this for Wes's benefit. I had mentioned that the reason why I think this may be bent just slightly is because of the pressure, putting pressure while you're brushing keys on it hundreds and hundreds of times. And we discontinued doing that when the motor started bogging down more and more. And I've permanently, obviously, discontinued it, but I don't, without having a dang, what you call a
square
lathe or whatever that'll
Oh, yeah.
measure it to see if it's out of
Micrometer.
round or not.
micrometer. Won't that measure it?
I mean, yeah, it would. If you want to get technical, I meant like the nice digital display tracer thing.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
multi-billion-dollar piece of equipment
Yeah, oh,
that'll
okay.
measure whether it's. I mean, I could use a micrometer. That's a good idea.
I was thinking locksmith budget.
Could have got one. We'll measure it like here, and see
Or
if
take
it
a
gets-
square and lay a square on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't have a square. Let's see if he's as smart as he says he is. So 1585, 1583, 1581. Is this what you mean? Just measure it
I
along
get
there?
while you're spinning it.
1591. While I'm spinning it.
Wouldn't that tell you if it was out?
But maybe like this way,
Yeah.
or even. No, it just slips off. Let's try this. It's fluctuating like 2 or 3 millimeters. It's going from like 84, 86, 88. And then you get close down here. Oh. 81, 80, 81, and then up here it's 84, 86, 88. Just gonna hold this straight edge up to it and see if I see any gaps in it. You know, I think it is off a couple of millimeters because I do see a little light. I think there's something going on in this area. But, again, nothing can be done about that, right? Besides just sanding it as smooth as I can and putting it back together and putting something in my hole right here to fix this. I don't know if I should. I'll probably reverse this sandpaper. Definitely bent, or it's just not centered right here. Let's try clamping it up there. This jaw in my drill press yaw is it's a Harbor Freight thing. It's definitely far from being accurate, but I really do think that shaft is bent. But all we can do here is clean it up the best we can. There's no way to return this dang shaft to not bent accurately. But at least we can sand it and clean it up some.
cleaning the shaft up pretty good though. Maybe this will help it a little bit since it's can't do anything about the bend. But it is smoothing that shaft up a lot. Obviously you want to be very careful doing this. Aside from it being kind of highly dangerous and wanting to fly out. You don't want to take the shaft down too much. You want a good thick shaft. Alright, good enough. So we have our shaft good and clean over here. Got all the little minute scratches in. Yes, this is icky. It has been a while since I've cleaned my shaft. I mean, it's the best way to do it, really. I know this doesn't look real good, but, you know. It is what it is, right? Oh. This kind of thing probably is not great either, I bet you, because that spins against that. So we're gonna need to, once we... Oh, no, come back. Oh, no. Too old for this. Get rid of that thing. Alright, one more of these with a fresh piece, and then oil it up and put it back in and see how it spins. Notice I'm using a plug follower for this. It just goes to show that you can use things for different things. Definitely need it cleaning. Ugh. Okay. We're going to go with what we have. Some oil on this washer. I don't know if it's going to help any, but it might. Oh, that works much better than it was. So let us Clean this out a little bit more because it's still icky. Ew, still really icky. And y'all thought it was stupid for me to throw out 10 rolls of paper towels at the beginning of this video. Ha! Proved you were wrong. This part could always be, shit. Which one was where? I want to say this was like this. And this was like this. Guess we'll see if the shoulder doesn't line up right. Pretty sure it was like that just from looking at it for years. I want to say that's right. And guys, we are almost done here. We just have to hook up the machine and figure out how the wiring was, which might be an issue. But again, luckily I took video of it. I know that 2 or 3 of the wires were hooked together. And I did decide not to take this mechanism out, just because there's really no reason to. The fun thing with putting oil over everything is when you turn the machine on. It's fascinating. I tell you, it's fascinating. Don't stand in front of it. It's spinning better. Alright, so last thing, first things last would be our caps over here. I'm going to get those back in so that no shavings drop down into the critical zone. And we got to mount this. Oh shit, you know what? Well, I can go with pair of pliers. So this would go right down in there. This wire routed. Oh wait, I didn't tighten that back down. Let's tighten these back down. Before we tighten the machine down. And this would go here. Probably going to edit out half of this anyway. Look at that. I knew that was going to be. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we want to put our clamps on loosely. That way we can rotate the machine to get the belt on. I'm going to put this doodad on. Time to take the machine back off the hooks, because Wes in his infinite wisdom was correct in saying that probably needed to go on before. I don't think he realized exactly why, but he called it. And that is why, because it will not go on like that. So let's put this on here. Okay, now it's got to line up, so we want to put it in the right area, which is right about there. And then tighten down the hex doodad here. And we are going to pull up the picture that I took of the latch, or the wiring of this. Oh, that's another thing. Plug. Who got that? Cut! Alright, we're going to route the wires through, and no, it goes the other way. It goes this way. And this goes like this. And yeah, just like that. Okay, so this goes back through here. Actually, that probably was where it was crimped down. It doesn't look very good. Why did it have so much room in here, though? Okay. Yeah, it falls out. I think we have the electricity correct here. I'm gonna go grab the belt. Now the most important thing. So again, I cannot attach the belt with it on there, which is why I left the clamps loose. So let's see how far we can stretch it over. Yay, Jason. And look at that. I think we're good. I think we're good if we can find the other clampy doodad. Y'all, I think the moment of truth is upon us. Once I go through and do a check on all my tightening connections, hopefully we will have a machine that will last for a while longer anyway. And when I get to be in the market for a machine, I'm definitely going to be looking for the 90-degree angle. And these clamps probably need to be pretty tight, because when it's, you don't want it popping off of its base while it's spinning, more than likely. That would be a sucky surprise. Okay, now I'm going to adjust this just a bit because it is wonky. Okay. Wait. We didn't loosen that. Oh, too tight.
You still gotta tighten the bolts on the bottom, right? Or did you tighten
Yeah.
those?
I don't know if it's good for this to be too tight or not tight. Loose. Tighter, looser. Tight or loose, what do you think? Super tight or not super tight? Super tight. We'll loosen it just a bit. That's not tightening down. Alright, let's see how it sits. Too loose. Tighten down, kind of, I guess you could say incorrectly. So this is kind of a irritating little process. I knew it would be when I took it all off, because it is hard to do. Oops. That one just does not want to. Tighten down, all right. I think that's perfect. Let's go plug this bitch up and see what happens. Okay, y'all. Here we go. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. Oh, look, the motor's going too. I pushed the button. You push the button, it'll turn it. So, there we go, guys. We have succeeded in fixing the machine. Oh. See, that's what I was doing before it flunked out, was the motor is kicking into 2 gears. It's like, stop, okay, watch it. Of course now.
It was with that running, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's what it was, is that thing stopped.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep. There's only one thing left to do, right? Cut a key. Make sure I didn't screw up the settings on it. Let's get, now this machine, I only use it for automotive and desk type keys, so I don't really have a tester for that. I guess I could use it with, oh, how about a, I don't have any locks around here. Don't have any locks around here. But let's try it with just a, it's not a very accurate cylinder. Let's find my most accurate, here we go. Best, and here's a good test. Ha! They arrived! I'm a genius. Okay, so here we go. Ultimate test is a best key. Alright. Oh shit, it's off. So we get to adjust the machine as well. Sometimes it's the key blank. So we'll try it. Luckily this machine adjusts very easily with just the screw right here. So if it's off, we can pretty easily correct that. And we'll go brush this off. Really wish I had a new blade to put on there, but I don't. Yeah, it's too deep. But anyway, we got the machine working. That was the whole point. Look at me. Look at me. We got the machine working. Yay! I can adjust it later. All I got to do is basically take this, put it in there, do that, and then get a screwdriver, and like my screwdriver, and I think we adjust it out just a bit. Pushes it away, which may make it pretty easy to adjust these. All we got to do is get a couple of A blanks and chuck it up, tap. I adjusted it right on the dot, I believe. I guess we can't go through the whole video and not have it cut an accurate key though. I'm going to tighten it down till it just hits right there. Always turn off your machine when you're adjusting it. Still not touching, so just a little bit more and we're good. Ooh, too much. So I'm gonna unscrew this, still tight, unscrew that. Still a little bit or too deep. Jumped a little bit there, didn't it? The original.
It's in the key in the cylinder.
No,
Isn't it?
that was a copy.
Oh, was it?
What the heck? brush and be done. Except for the cleanup. The cylinder itself was kind of gritty anyway, even with the original keys. So that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great one. We'll catch you next video. Thanks for my help there behind the camera for getting the cool shots. Appreciate that. Y'all have a great one. See you next video.